Hey guys, welcome to the Words Are Hard podcast. A little bit of a change of scenery and a change of format, I guess. So moving forward, you guys should be seeing a lot more content from us. From the Words Are Hard podcast, where we don't just use self-deprecating humor, but we deprecate on each other.
Oh dear.
I'm Mike. With me today, as every day, is Alex and Greg.
Howdy.
I'm Greg.
Who are you? Okay. So, topic for today is something we're going to expand on it here a bit, but something that happened to me just a couple nights ago. Came home from work. My driveway, unfortunately, is a bit of a slope.
A bit.
His
driveway is a 90-degree angle.
It's probably glare ice right now, correct?
It's right fucking steep.
We've
We've had a lot of melting snow, and then, of course, it's freezing out, so the snow freezes again into ice. So there's, like, ice that's, like, that thick to that thick, all over the driveway. It's completely inconsistent.
Yeah.
So I come home, park my car. One of my roommates is out in another car parked along the road in his buddy's car. And I go inside, I go downstairs and start playing some Counter-Strike. And Buddy texts me, he's like, hey, can you get the door? I forgot to lock it. I'm like, sure thing. So I go to get up, and I hear one of my roommates come downstairs. She's panicking. She's like, Alex! I'm like, what? She's like, your car's in the middle of the street.
Oh, no.
I'm like, you're kidding. So I go upstairs. Yeah. Apparently she had gotten up from bed to get a glass of water or something, and she looked out the window and she's like, oh, where's Alex going?
After his car.
Why is he parked in the middle of the street? Oh fuck, he's not in the car. So
that's crazy.
So I basically, the problem though is that I went out and I'm like, all right, well, I'll just try to fucking park it a little bit higher up on the driveway. So
you couldn't get back up, could you?
I get about halfway up the hill, and then I start sliding backwards. I'm like, oh, fuck. But the problem is that, apparently because it was a little bit later at night, I'm fucking dense. I go up the driveway, and I start sliding back, but I didn't put myself in reverse. So the car ended up fishtailing this way, and got stuck horizontally in the
So you're crossways in your driveway.
Crossway in the driveway.
But you didn't go back into the street, so...
Yeah, you were fine.
The problem, though, is that... Because Buddy also had to get his car in, right? And I'm like, so I'm stuck between two snowbanks, and I'm like, well, fuck.
Alex, sometimes the solution to getting two of your buddies in at the same time is not to go sideways.
That's more than fair.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck in the snowbanks, and I'm like, well, fuck. So I just power through it, and I push myself out, and it's fine. So I keep on trying. I get stuck again, but this time I'm really fucking stuck. So I get the shovel, I start shoveling myself out. The complete front snowbank is mostly ice, so I have to go shovel the back part out, and then I tried backing up. The car ends up swinging this way again, and eventually I ended up getting up and I parked. But I took a look at my front.
Eventually got it up.
I eventually got it up. It took a while. So I go and take a look at the front of my car to see if there's any scratches, any damage, or anything.
Yeah.
My front license plate is completely folded in half because it's scraped against the ice.
Oh my god.
That's Canadian winter for you, and I mean that's the biggest problem.
That's a Canadian winter, eh?
That's a Canadian winter there, bud.
You just busted that one out.
Holy fuck! I didn't know it. That was completely unintentional.
I mean, it's not the worst thing that could have happened in a driveway.
What happened to you
Certainly.
there?
I don't want to talk about it.
So last winter,
it wasn't my fault.
My driveway is built up, so it's kind of a drop off around the edges. So I was backing up one day, I slipped on the ice, and I got stuck in a snowbank. And Greg here and another one of our buddies was trying to help me out. And we had the car about halfway out after, like an hour? How long was it, Greg?
I don't remember.
Anyway, so...
I don't remember.
Greg gets down into the driver's seat of the car, and we're digging and we're getting ready to back up again. Greg goes, oh, I got this. I know exactly what's going on. We should be good now. And he fucking floors it just... And it was...
It was worse than when we started.
It was way worse. At that point, I just called the tow truck. But
Mike was mad at me.
I mean, you don't want to talk about Canadian winters. I mean, this is thigh-high snow at that time last year.
And the best part was it was mostly mud underneath the snow.
Yeah.
And it hadn't frozen yet.
Yeah, very wet snow on like a weirdly mild day.
Of course, our buddy there, he bent the frame of his car trying to tow him out. Like his car was smaller.
What does he have?
Oh, Alec or Mike or Jeff. Wow.
Everybody.
All the people I know.
Everybody's got a car.
Fucking names are hard.
Yeah. He decided that with his little Toyota that he was going to pull your car out of
and I have like this. I had this 03 Accord, which is essentially just a motorboat on wheels. So he bent the frame of his car. Like you could see down through the trunk after he bent it.
Yeah.
Because he tried to use tow cables that he used to have on his old truck on the car. So shout out to Jeff. I appreciate you.
You're a good person, Jeff.
Yeah.
Not very bright, but you're a good person.
That's right.
I mean, you think that at this point I would be used to driving in the wintertime, but I mean, the same car that I'm driving now, a couple of years back, my girlfriend's place, the apartment had an even steeper incline than
Your current place.
My current place.
You just like to live on hills.
It's fucking... that one street is the fucking worst. It's the devil. Trying to get up it is goddamn impossible, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So, like, there's, like, this big steep incline. Fucking directions. So...
You'll figure it out eventually.
Like, look at all this white power here.
That was random and racist.
Yeah.
Cut to a clip.
Who's the racist one now?
So this incline that's here. My car decides to not make it up, completely fishtail like it did with my current place.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
But there's like this cement retaining wall that's right like to our right, almost ripped the back bumper off because it was fucking stuck. But you'd think that I'd be fucking used to it at this point, and I'm not, and that's the worst thing. I've been driving since I was 16. Yeah. And I'm still not used to it. I mean, I don't know how people who I find it comical that people who don't live in colder climates like us, when they finally get snow for the first time, or ice or like freezing rain, and they can't get into their fucking cars, and they're like, oh well, fucking, I guess it's icy here. I'm gonna just park in the ditch.
No.
Well, I mean, out in the area that I live, there was quite a few icy driveways, and I was driving home one day, wondering what my driveway was going to look like, and I saw a bunch of people, like, just big trucks, studded tires and everything in ditches in their own driveway, just, like, almost upside down.
I mean, one of the most satisfying things was people are up... I drive all-season tires. I don't...
You drive all-season tires.
I drive with all-season tires. Anytime I've driven with tires...
He just has 4 tires, and that's how he goes down the road. Yeah. He drives those 4 tires.
Anytime I've driven with studded tires, I've gone in the ditch. Fact. That's like...
See, I think a lot of that has to do with the whole bulletproof mentality.
That's the thing. I didn't change the thing.
Just because you have the studded tires that you can drive faster or more dangerously. It's
absolutely not the case, though, because I didn't drive any different. I don't care what tires are. I don't think it makes a difference. I really don't. So people make fun of me when I drive with all season tires. They're like, oh well, you're just getting up the ditch. Not once have I gone in the ditch with all seasons. Lost the point that I was trying to make.
You think you would know how to drive?
See, I've never had an issue really driving in the wintertime, but I think a lot of that goes back to my birthday's in December. So, of course, when I turned 16 and I was old enough to go and get my driver's license...
You learned in the winter.
Well, my driver's test was actually taken during a freezing rainstorm.
That's a way to do it.
Got all the way there, and I thought for sure they were going to cancel. I'm like, nah, let's just do it.
I remember my thought.
Let's see how you handle this.
Right, so yeah, there was one of the most satisfying things that ever happened was because I drive all seasons and people are driving with these like 4-wheel drive trucks with studded tires and they're still not able to stay on the road. One of the steepest roads here in Fredericton, Regent Street, I watched someone with a 4x4 like massive truck try to go up Regent, but completely fail, fishtail, and come back. While I went right up after him, no problem. I mean, I don't understand what the whole hubbubaloo is about all this.
Yeah, the hubbub.
Hubba-
Hubbubaloo.
Hubbubaloo.
I don't know. I drive a big 4-wheel drive vehicle, but I don't have any issues.
No. I don't think you've ever had a problem. In fact, I call you when I have my winter problems. Since we've lived close.
The winter is forced.
I mean, as far as like you've had a Wrangler, and now you have your truck. I mean, like
You're sad.
yeah, you've always been more prepared than I have with my fucking Accord, with my bald all season tires. Right now, I'm driving a Sonata, and thank God
No
it has
joke.
winter tires.
The reason why I like having my 4-wheel drive vehicles is because I hate the winter. So I like having a vehicle that I don't have to worry about in the
Well,
wintertime.
you were born in December.
Yeah,
So
it molded me.
So
Yeah, you
when
were molded by it.
I didn't see, I didn't see not snow road until I was merely a toddler.
I didn't see a bare road.
That was a solid execution there, Alex. I just have to
I like
say.
where you were trying to go with it. But
Yeah, I
I
can appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. That's sad. But like, one of our viewers sent us a video of a guy in just somewhere in the States who doesn't normally get freezing rain or snow, driving a Tesla Model X of all things.
Why?
So here's my problem with that video is that
The guy's driving a Tesla?
well, no,
That's
it's,
my problem.
It's the fact that we're talking about somebody who can first of all afford a Tesla Model X, and then he can afford to on a whim say, I wonder how this performs
In the winter.
when it sits out overnight in a freezing rainstorm. I'm gonna back it out of the garage to find out, instead of just, oh, I bet something will happen or nothing will happen and just moving on with life. He's like, I can afford to fuck this up. You know what I mean?
He wanted a new car anyway.
That's the, like I think with the Model X, you like touch a button and like the doors open, right? It's not as if it's a handle.
No,
So
it's yeah. You push on a certain.
you push on a button and it opens,
Who
right?
would want that?
Well, and that's the thing. It was completely fucking useless because he pushed it, but the Model X didn't have enough power to like open the door
To
like,
break the
like,
ice.
most of the time, like you're fucking refilling the door to get it open if it's
Yeah.
freezing rain. And of course, he's like trying to like crack, get ice out of the crack so that it'll like,
Well,
open better. But
My problem with it is that he backed it out into the driveway, right?
Sure.
And then what he did was that he tried to open it and it would unlock, but it didn't have enough power to open through the ice. So he starts fucking with it around the edge, pulling on it or whatever, which made it so that it was stuck, unlocked, but not open. So because it was unlocked, he couldn't use his special remote because, by the way, the Tesla Model X can be driven with your fucking phone, right? As if
sounds safe.
Yeah.
Wait. Do you have to actually be in it to use your phone
No,
to drive it? So
no.
you can remotely control
Yeah,
your car and drive it.
He backed it out of the driveway with his phone at the first part of the video.
That's a specific feature. I
Right.
don't know if you can actually like
No.
video game
but he backed it out with his phone. Now, when it was frozen and he went up and touched it and the door didn't open, he could have said, "Oh, door doesn't open. I'll pull it into the driveway, or I'll pull it into the garage, and then we'll take care of it from there." But instead, he fucked with the door. He fucked with the trunk, and because the app thought it was open, he couldn't drive it anymore.
So then he's got it stuck there.
So then his next solution is to start pouring bottled water on the seams, and it pissed me off that this fucking worked for him, right? Because the whole time he's pouring water on it, and I'm sitting there going, "You fucking idiot! You're freezing inside now. You're fucking up this whole thing." And he's pouring it, and then all of a sudden it works, and he goes, "So there you go. If you leave your Tesla Model X out in the freezing rain, just make sure you have water handy." I'm like, Jesus Christ! He's telling people to pour water on their
Yeah. Now all 50 people who own Tesla Model X's are going to go out and do that.
Yeah, if he lived here, he'd be fucked.
he'd be fucked,
totally
absolutely.
fucked.
100%.
He'd pour cold water on it, and it would freeze before it came out of the bottle, and he'd just be like,
Let's
"Oh."
be honest, if he lived here, his car would have been demolished the first snowfall anyway because he'd have flipped it 3 times and put it in the ditch.
Yeah, it was. I mean, God, when he got the door open, and I saw the child seat in the back, I'm like, are you really thinking about your kids when you're out buying a Tesla X?
I guess the fun part though is like I'm pretty sure it was warm water that you poured on it, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But warm water. Have you ever tried to like throw warm water or hot like boiling water into the air? Like,
Yeah.
that shit freezes instantly.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know how-
because like,
Obviously, it was a freezing rain, but it was just barely enough to freeze.
it was
you know
it was
what I mean?
it was a very like thin sheet of ice on the car itself, which was. I mean, like
Yeah.
like I look at that, I'm like, all right, get the scraper out. We're good.
And he remotely turned his car on and turned the heat on.
Yeah.
And waited about 3 seconds before started pressing
Before
it.
trying
And
to
he
go.
goes, and he's
It's
like,
like,
"Oh,
oh.
the heat's on, but the ice isn't melting." And it's like, dude, it's been like 3 seconds, you idiot.
This is entirely.
I start my car-
It takes me like 30 minutes to completely
I'll
thaw my vehicle.
I'll start my car half an hour before I go outside sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if it's super cold out. I mean, like I said, you're not thinking about your family if you buy yourself a Tesla X. Real fathers go out and buy a 10-year-old fucking Grand Caravan that's ready to fall apart that won't protect your children whatsoever. Real dads. Shout out to real dads out there and their fucking caravans.
We had 2 different caravans growing up as a child.
Yeah.
That was
'Cause your
the
parents gave a shit.
prototypical family vehicle.
Yeah,
the
your
caravan.
parents gave a shit. They weren't driving a fucking Tesla.
I mean, so I mean, yeah, the whole thing about Canadian winters or just cold winters in general, I guess, is that people have no fucking clue how to live through them. And
Even the
it's
people that
hysterical.
live here don't have a clue.
I mean,
That's
the
fair.
temperature dropped so much the other day that one of my tires actually went completely flat. And I had an appointment to get to after work, so I went over to the gas station to fill it up with the air pump. And it was minus like 38 with the wind chill, Celsius. And I was holding
yeah,
on to
for
the...
our American viewers.
Yeah, because reasons. Anyway, I was holding on to the metal part of the air pump, and when I pulled my hand away, I didn't realize. And I'm not going to be able to show it on camera, but like I actually have these purple marks here. They were totally white when I pulled my hand away.
Oh, I
They were in
thought
a
that
lot
was
of
from
pain.
jerking off.
Yeah, well, yeah, rug burn. I have a rug dick.
Shave that dick.
Yeah, and shave your.
Hashtag shave your dick.
You need to do
Yeah.
some manscaping.
You
Save
gotta
the skin.
You gotta
Shave your dick.
You gotta shag carpet up your shaft, bud. That's fucked. Anyway, so I and
It froze to your hand.
yeah,
basically.
it hurt so much. And then like later on, I realized that I had these purple marks that were blistered and they hurt. And if I run water over them, they turn white. And like, yeah, it's really fucked up. So I mean, you got to be careful out there. Even the people who live here, you just got to tough it out. Though.
You guys have probably done it as a kid, though, right? Where you're like you stick your
Digging a snowman.
No, I didn't grow up mentally handicapped.
that's rough. bud.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
apologize.
I'm sorry. I just meant that I'm not stupid enough
Yeah.
to go sticking my tongue on metal in the
didn't
winter.
realize that Alex grew up as a part of the fucking crayon crew.
Yeah.
Anyway, no.
How many crayons did you get stuck up your
4.
nose as a child?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hashtag Simpsons reference. Anyway, one of my buddies actually, we decided when we were kids there was a smaller swing set at the park, and he stood on the swing and touched his tongue to the hole up there, and it got so stuck that he couldn't get down. And for some reason, one of our other friends was like, "I'm going to kick that swing out from under him." And he stayed. He was holding himself up. So we put the swing back under him, and I walked all the way home in the deep snow, got my dad, who walked muttering about how much of a dumbass we are. He walked back with a cup of warm water, poured it on the kid's face.
You know, it's funny you use the term dumbass because from what little bit I've known of your dad since I've met him, he does remind me of Red Foreman from that 70s show.
Just a
He
lot.
really does.
Wait,
Oh,
He's-
And I mean that as the
he's
the
bald.
biggest compliment.
he's bald. He's in the military, and he's hardened. And he doesn't.
And he had
give
a dumbass
shit.
son growing up.
And he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. I knew there was a reason why I liked your dad.
I love it.
hitting the table.
Can't help it.
The microphone right there.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Your dad is the real life Red Foreman.
Yeah, but I don't want to be Eric. That makes Alex Kelso, though. So, I mean, like, who's the
makes
real
sense.
dumbass? Yeah.
And I would be Hyde.
Fuck. Wait, we don't have a stupid helmet, right?
What?
Oh,
We
we're,
don't- we don't
we're
have-
getting
we don't
you a
have the
stupid
stupid helmet?
Yeah, we'll get you one.
Oh no.
That 70s show reference. Oh, we're just hitting all the Fox TV shows today, aren't we?
That was a great show, though.
Yeah, that was-
No. To be honest, no. It was each individual episode was good in its own right, but the overall story was fucking terrible. Go and watch it, and you'll understand what I'm talking about.
That's a whole other episode. though.
Whole other
Yeah,
episode.
That's right. So, I mean, I guess, sort of to recap, what have we learned?
That people don't understand how to winter,
Yeah,
and it makes me sad.
you gotta learn how to winter.
Learn how to winter.
And Alex needs adult supervision in the wintertime.
That's right. And Real Dads by Caravan.
That's
the greatest family vehicle of all time.
Yeah, and
Hashtag not sponsored by Caravan.
yeah. Hashtag wish we were sponsored by Grand Caravan.
Do they even
Hashtag
still make the
fuck-
Caravan?
well, I mean, like, if we were sponsored by Tesla, they could sell, like, one car and we'd be set as a sponsor. You know what I mean?
True,
Like, if we got
true.
one person to buy a Tesla, if there's one viewer out there who has a spare $750,000 or something like that,
You should buy a Tesla.
just go buy a Tesla. Tell them that we sent you. And see what happens.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, specifically the Model X, and then we're gonna encase it nice.
And we'll film it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
That's right.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching the episode of the Words Are Hard podcast, guys. Like the video down below, leave your feedback, and tell us about your favorite Canadian winter story, or just your winter stories in general. If you want to see more of our stuff, you can click my face for a playlist. You can click Greg's face for a subscription button, so you can check out all our shit. And
I do nothing.